Hello and welcome to the Experiencing Love podcast. I'm your host, Philip Jocks, and I'm so glad that you're here. I need to be so honest here right now. My brain feels fried right now. So I did what I was talking about yesterday and really focusing on just one thing every day to get done, and it works. It's working for me, and at the same time, I did it so much so today that I just worked until my brain gave out. And even though it's been, I'd say, about 45 minutes since I stopped doing work, had a little food, my brain is still 3 steps behind. So I'm talking now and I have no idea what's going to come up in my head. So I really have to just rely on my heart right now. Rely on speaking from my heart. And I've been thinking recently about that, about coming from the heart and my future and how I want things to go or how I hope things will go for me. And it's interesting how as I wake up every single day and I take one step forward every single day, the path becomes clearer and clearer. Or maybe a better way to describe it, my potential path gets clearer and clearer. I don't know exactly what my journey is going to look like. I have an idea of what I want, obviously, but that could all change. An opportunity could pop up that I didn't expect, and when I say yes to that opportunity, it completely changes the course of my life. I'm sure you've had moments like that, countless amounts of them, where the decisions you made greatly changed the course of your life. Maybe it was a school you decided to go to or a specific topic you wanted to study. Maybe it was a relationship to leave or a relationship to stick with and work through. Maybe it was a trip that you went on, one that you went for one reason, but maybe a few days into the trip or even weeks after, you realized that the outcome was much different than you expected. You learned something about yourself that you had no intention of learning. But now you know. Our decisions shape our lives. So do the questions we ask ourselves. It often seems as though people think they have more control over their lives while simultaneously thinking they don't have any control over their life. Maybe that has to do with what they think they could control. And maybe it's easier if I just speak from experience. Before I started doing all this work on myself, I thought there were some things that I could always control, or I could always try to control, or that I would love to control, and some things that I just couldn't count on controlling. Back then, years ago, it would always be things like my emotions were things I couldn't control, and things in my external world, in my environment, I could find some control or influence over. It could be the people in my life, it could be my calendar, my schedule, whatever it was. I thought I could control it. Now I know it's the complete opposite, where the things in my environment I can have great influence over, but there's no chance of controlling. Because the only thing we have control over is our thoughts, our questions, our emotions. Basically what goes on inside our bodies, inside our minds. And I think many people realize that much, or learn that much at some point. But what most people don't know is you actually can greatly influence your environment and the life that you have simply by controlling your emotions and your thoughts and your questions and your actions and everything else that's internal. The more I've done this work on being intentional about what I do every single day, it's almost like I get to choose what parts of me are on autopilot. I questioned what were the things on autopilot, and the things I liked I kept, the things I didn't I changed. And because of that, my environment started changing. At first slowly, but now it's been nearly 2 years, and that version of me from 2 years ago would not recognize my life right now. It would see the life that I have now as more of a distant dream than a possibility, than a reality. And needless to say, I created this. I took the chances. I took the opportunities that came my way. And now I'm here, and I have so many years ahead of me, and I know that in 3 to 5 years from now, I'm going to be saying the same thing. That present day version of me, right here, right now, has no idea what the next 3 to 5 years are going to be like. And before I get there, I would love to just take a nap. That's coming from deep within my heart right now. My mind is tired, and so my body feels tired, which is strange because I did get 9-10 hours of sleep last night. Yet I exerted a mental force that I don't do as often as I want, and I'm going to be building that muscle now. I'm going to be building that muscle so that I can last longer in that mode, and I can think for longer periods at a time and really produce, really create. One of my favorite things I get to do is create. Yesterday, I created the opportunity for myself to create some love. I created love, I gave love, and I love doing it silently. I love doing it through my eyes and through my actions, but from a distance. Yesterday, I simply asked myself a different question, and I was telling myself a different statement. I was looking around while at the gym, and any person I would see that would walk by or work out near me, I would just say the line, "That person is absolutely stunning." And I would say this for everyone, or I would say some variation of it saying, "That person is stunning, that person is gorgeous, that person is so beautiful." Regardless of if I would normally find them attractive, I did it to people who were young and old, men and women, those who were taking it easy and those who were working out hard. No matter what, I told myself that I thought they were stunning. And the result of that, especially when it was for someone that I wouldn't normally find attractive, my mind started to look for things that I admired or appreciated about them, rather than the opposite of looking for faults or looking for things they could improve, maybe with the workouts they were doing or whatever it was. I would stop and just appreciate them for them as a person. Sometimes it was their smile brought joy into my heart. Sometimes it was their physique, because it showed me that either they put a lot of work into themselves or they're putting a lot of work in now. No matter what, it's beautiful. And I did that for a little while yesterday until I just felt like I was overflowing with love, because that's how easy it is. That's how simple it is. It just takes asking a different question and a little bit of practice. I was asking myself, what was stunning about this person? What was beautiful about this person? What makes this person gorgeous? All people got that treatment. Some people just have an energy to them that lights up the room. That's beautiful. Some people have a pep in their step that you just can't help smiling when you see it. There's so much to every person that walks by that you don't normally realize or you don't take time to recognize. So many people go by in the world unseen, unheard from. For all you know, they walk by forgotten to anybody in their lives. But by taking a moment and looking for the beauty in every single person, you physically have to stop and appreciate and notice every single person. How do you think the people of the world would feel if they felt seen more often? How do you think the people of the world would feel if they felt appreciated more often? How do you think the world would change if all people felt seen and appreciated and safe and open and free more often? Maybe not all the time, because we're not all perfect. But don't you think the world could greatly change if it was even 10% more of the time? Even 5%? If you just did it once a day, a week, a month? Because if you've never done it, then just doing it once is already an improvement. It's already impacting the world. So that's my challenge to you today. Go out there and notice the beauty around you. Find the gorgeous people, the stunning people, and not just physically, though you could start there. But look for the things that people normally wouldn't notice. Appreciate them, and in your mind and in your heart, thank them for being there, for giving you this gift. I hope you enjoy this challenge. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Remember to always fill up with the love, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I love you.